This is a practical step-by-step guide written by a human resources professional to help employees learn how to manage health conditions that are negatively affecting their ability to perform their job functions effectively and safely in the workplace. There are many charts and examples in the book to help employees understand how the Americans with Disabilities Act may apply to their health condition and their particular situation at work. Many employees are aware of the law, but lack the understanding of what the law means, who is covered, and how employees and employers should apply the ADA to their situation. Many employees are unaware that they are covered under the ADA because they do not consider themselves as having a qualified ADA disability. This book is employer-friendly, so employees can use this book with their employer, especially in situations where an employer has not had experience in dealing with the ADA. Why this book is important to you. Ignorance of the ADA process is not a defense. Ignorance of the ADA process and miscommunication with your employer could cost you your career and thousands of dollars in legal fees or lost wages. The purpose of this book is to help you communicate better with your employer and understand the ADA process, which could potentially save your career and financial well-being. I have been working in human resources since 1999. I am a certified human resources professional through the Society of Human Resources Management and Professional Human Resources Institute. In addition, I am a certified Americans with Disabilities Act coordinator through the University of Missouri and the Great Plains ADA Center. I have my undergraduate degree in business from Texas Tech University and a master's in dispute resolution and conflict management from Southern Methodist University. I am here to help, guide, mediate, train, and assist employees and employers in resolving disability-related issues in the workplace. I assist employees and employers in managing the ADA interactive process and the reasonable accommodation process. This book provides a step-by-step practical guide to help employees prepare, request, and discuss the assistance or changes they may need in the workplace in order to perform their job functions more effectively and safely. By requesting an accommodation an employee may need will enable them to successfully perform their job functions. As a result of following the accommodation process outlined in my book, an employee will have a more positive and productive outcome to managing a health condition in the workplace. The ADA is intended to prohibit discrimination based on a disability and guarantees that people with disabilities have the same opportunities as everyone else to participate in the mainstream of American life. The focus of the book is on Title I, as it relates specifically to employment for those currently employed. Every day I come in contact with an employee with a health condition that is unaware that their health condition is considered to be a disability under the ADA. For example, Sarah, a clerical worker, has scoliosis that causes severe pain if she sat or stood for an extended period of time. Her doctor restricted the amount of time she could sit and stand in order to decrease the amount of pain she experienced. Because Sarah was required to work at a desk the majority of time, Sarah was accommodated by her employer with a sit-stand computer workstation. Title I is designed to remove workplace barriers by protecting qualified employees from discrimination and requires employers to provide a reasonable accommodation for an employee or applicant with a disability. Let me give you an example. Pat, a guidance counselor, worked for a high school. He experienced severe bouts of irritable bowel syndrome, depression, and fatigue as a result of fibromyalgia. Pat experienced difficulty in opening the heavy doors to the entrance of the school and made frequent trips to the bathroom. Pat requested an accommodation from his employer. The employer moved the employee's office location closer to the faculty bathroom, added an automatic entry system to the main doors, and allowed flexible leave time so the employee could keep appointments with his therapist. As a result of the accommodation, Pat was able to be more effective in meeting the demands of his job and taking care of his health condition. Other information included in this book includes what entities is covered under the ADA, what is and is not covered under the ADA, how to determine if you are a qualified employee with an ADA disability, how to research types of accommodation for your specific situation and needs, what happens if you're no longer a qualified employee and what resources are available to help you, what tax incentives may be available to your employer, and possible financial resources that may be available to cover the accommodation costs if you work for a smaller employer with limited funds, resources available to assist you in managing your personal life and managing a healthy work-life balance. I also offer free forms to assist you in analyzing your job duties, obtaining medical information from your healthcare provider, and a sample letter to use when requesting an accommodation from your employer. These forms are to be used in conjunction with my book and with your discussions with your employer. I provide many examples to help you understand how to use the ADA accommodation process for your specific situation.